Good music you had. Okay. Oh, shit. Um, who's that? Okay. 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 Creation, automation. That is how well need access to the program some creations. I don't think can access. Man, fuck off. What's up, my guys? What's going on? Kilo happen. It's a beautiful day, my good friends. Today is Sunday. Today is August 11th. You know how it is now. We um we do this weekly night live show, and I just hope you guys are well. It's been a very very beautiful week. Shewa, okay, into me. Who's that? TikToker, eh? Magi. What's going on, TikToker? How you been? To the rest of you, my good friends, welcome to the Half Human Podcast. My name is Fowobi. Should we get in some lightning here? Because I can barely see what's here. Let's go at them access. Not necessarily grant access to fuck off. I'm gonna grant you no access. Auto save. Yes. And access a document from anywhere. Upload. No. Um. So today, let's talk. Clever Castle Palin. Hey Ruta, what's going on? TikToker said I have gist. TikToker, we are here for your gist. Talk to us. Kilo happen. Ruta, what's going on? Shout out to Ruta though. Life has been good. All right, TikToker, talk to us. Kilo happen. Update. Why is this not moving? So auto save. Can I say cancel? Let me open this. Okay. So to the rest of you, what's going on? How was your week? Did you guys do anything interesting this this week? Hmm? Okay, wow. Elbow said, "What is my profession? What can I say my profession is? What is my profession? Let's say something nice. Let's say something nice. My profession. I talk on podcast. I'm a software engineer. How about you? What is your profession? Hmm? Actually, really a silly question. I realized. Elbow, it's okay though. I'm just messing with you. I'm an engineer. What type? Civil, mechanical, electrical, software. I've never seen you before though. This is my first time of seeing you. I know everybody that comes to my page. What has been the best financial advice you've ever received? Not by a human being though, not by any school. I will say this to you. The best financial advice I got was from real life experience. I got broke. Yeah, I got broke. I started making money around 31 years old. And by 33 years old, I was flat broke. And the lesson was you don't use your two hands to eat all your money just because the money is coming in. Ta, 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 ta. You can't fucking do that, man. You stack your money up, you invest in your future. I learned that the very, very hard way, man. The very, very hard way. And that brokenness, because I was falling. That brokenness inspired me to go back to school for master's degree in computer science. Because I was trying to figure out a way to get out of, you know, crash landing. Because I was losing everything. Yeah. And that was how I got into tech. Even when I came to Minnesota in 2018, I knew the lesson because I was broke for like 2 years. 2 years I was surviving off of my shoes, my clothes, my material things. I was selling my things to survive. That's not good. If you have to sell your things in a month, I'll sell like 2 or 3 shoes to survive. That is how much shoes I have. Zay, what's going on? So to answer your question, though, the biggest life experience, financial lesson for me was the comeback. The comeback was different because I learned, oh my God, I saw Pepe. So have you ever used Solidity programming language? Yeah, I've heard about it, but I never used it before. It's not like I know how to use it, but I've heard about it before. Let's see. Elbow said, I'm trying to get back to school recently. I used to talk just familiar my English. How old are you, Elbow? Zay said, nothing much. What about you? I'm good, Zay. TikTok said, the recognition is wrong in voice. The recognition is, I don't understand. 23. If you're 23 years old, my good man, I would suggest you have a part-time job. You stay in school and you learn life. You learn life, man, from preferably your parents or a mentor. Let them teach you, man. And the reason why I said your parents is because you want people that have interest in you making it. So they won't destroy your psyche. So you make it. And my advice to you, man, Courtney, I'm from Zimbabwe, Harare, Zimbabwe. So my advice to you is, Elbow, if you're 23 years old, you will focus on 4 things. Um, these 4 things will make you, will give you the strength to survive, at least to provide yourself food, clothing, and shelter conveniently. The 4 things are spiritual. You need support of God or anyone you believe in, either a demon or a devil. But remember this though, whichever one you select, if someday you come head to head with people that are, protected by God, you will be decimated. So my advice to you is go for God. That's the spiritual number one. And the number two is emotional. You need to work on your, emotional intelligence as a man. Don't be quick to react on things. Just be calm in situations. Even when you're losing everything, though, you still want to be calm. A lot of men overlook this. Men will go for physical and financial. Don't just do that though. But for you, number one is spiritual. Number two is emotional. Number three, physical. Then number four, start going for the money. Because you're 23 years old. So by the age, let's say 35 years old, you're there right now. You get me? Now you're fully grounded. It will be very, very hard for anyone to take advantage of you. Because people will take advantage of you though, especially when they see, because most men need emotional support from women. If you're new to this podcast, you know by now, like women can give you emotional support, man. They have illusion of emotional support. As a matter of fact, though, she needs emotional support from you. You that you don't have emotional stability. So who's that? Mosgabi, shout out to you though. Please re-explain the first one, please. What is the first one? The spiritual? What do you want me to say about that? What is it that you don't understand about spiritual? That I said you need someone on the back end. And I said you can select any one of them. I think I should show you what a programming language looks like so you understand. From a programming language, I can explain to you the hierarchy of things. Then you see what you can select. Either you select an entity or a principle or attribute, or you select archangels or demons or Satan, or you just go for devils themselves. Or preferably, that's why I say this to you guys, select God. The reason is this: every one of them connect to the source. Now I'm being genuine with you guys. They need that source. So before they do anything, they have to ask permission from God. You get what I'm saying? So the wise thing is you separate. Remember you're like a binary code in a lens, as smart as you are. Now, God is completely like outside and within that program. Hmm? And the program is as small as either 2 lines of code or 4 lines of code or multiple or thousands or million lines, millions, million life of lines of code. So what I'm trying to say is you connect directly. You can do it. Any human being can do it. You connect directly to God. You don't connect to any messenger, any follower. Don't do that. Now, people will tell you that as a human being, you have enough sins. You can't connect directly to God. I say this, that is a lie. When you get into the presence of God, you get it's not that hard. As long as you acknowledge, like take for example, please forgive my sins, oh God. I need your guidance. I'm a human being. Please don't leave me. As simple as that. And you will do that at least 10 times every day or 15 times every day. That is how you connect directly to God. Now, but people won't listen to me though. People will connect directly to either, Satan and devil, they are completely different. You get me? When a human being connects to God, you become an angel. When a human being connects to Satan, you become the devil. So you get what I'm saying? So, they are like just the same way there is the word of God, there is the word of Satan. And everything works in reverse. But be smart though. You connect directly to Almighty God. Directly to God. You will be rewarded though. But your eye will see pepper. Oh boy, you will see, you will see pepper. But you will be protected. Yeah, you will be protected. The only way you will be crushed is if you play two sides. Let's say you act like you're with God, and then you go back every now and then to work with, you will be destroyed. Yeah, you will be destroyed. You don't play two sides. So I think that explains. If you're new to this podcast, you know me. I don't think you know this about me. I'll tell you exactly how it is. Exactly how it is. So that explained the number one that I just said. You connect directly. Now, a lot of people make the mistakes. They will say you need to connect to Rasulullah or you need to connect to Christ, Jesus Christ, because you are not only enough to be in the presence of God. That's a lie. That's a lie. As long as you acknowledge, you get me, that okay, you are a human being that commits sins. Even when you say God forgive me, when you step out of the house, you commit sin. As long as you, and that's the reason why I say that self-reflection is very, very important. When you can self-reflect and know yourself well, then you can connect. What now? The downside is this: once you connect to God, bro, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You have free will though, but not 100% though, because they will always come through to protect you. It's not for the weak. Let me move on. What is that? Select religion. Can you give power in spirit? I knew it. Um, okay, understood. Thanks for your advice. Shout out to you, Ebo. Let's see. High vibrational frequency. Choose a side. Stand through. Fame type wrong. Of course. When you talk to God, though, you have to speak to God like you're talking to. It's a mindset, though. It's a mindset. You connect with God like It's like you're talking to a friend that is powerful than you. So, what do you want us to talk about today? Let's talk about growth and development today. Majority of people will tell you that the very first point of improvement and development you need to do as a man is go to the gym. I don't support that though. Not just the gym. You will go to the gym though. The gym will come, which is physical. But first, you need to make connections. Like this man right here, Elbow, for example, is 23 years old, like he said. 23 years old man. You think you have direction for your life. You think you know what you want to become in your life. You don't know. Another thing I want to say is this: every successful human being you see in the world, they didn't become successful because of how hardworking they are. They didn't become successful because they have the right connections. No. This is one thing no one will tell you. They didn't become successful because they come from money or because they know people that know people. Nah. There is something on the back end that is interested in them making it. Something on the back end, my good friends. And in this life, there's this Yoruba saying, èèyàn tí kò bá gbọ́n, òun làwẹ̀ máa ń gbò. You have to be exceptionally intelligent in this life. You have to be intelligent. Take for example, let's say you went to school. You don't have any connection. You have a bachelor's degree or you have a master's degree. You struggle to get a job. You don't know anybody. The right thing to do is to talk to God. God knows you have those things. Is to speak to God that, okay, you have this thing. I want you to use your connection to find me people that will help me. As simple as that statement is, it works. But what do people do? People will go into the world and connect with people that will use them and destroy them. In software engineering, before we start development of a program, we use like 6 months to 1 year to develop something we call SDLC, which is software development lifecycle. It takes us a long. So if you are a binary code that exists in a lens, everything you would do in that program, it was defined in SDLC, which simply means that everything every human being will do, everything, including this conversation you're listening to right now, it was defined already. Now, you have the free will to complicate what you will become. You have free will. You do. There's this statement in Python. It is in all programming language, but I know Python 100%. They say if statement, else statement, elif statement, while statement. While is WHILE. It is that statement they use in, Google Maps. Let's say you're supposed to travel from A to Z, and the map tells you that it will take you 10 minutes to go from A to Z. You can complicate your life. You get me? You can synchronize with people that do not mean you well. So let's say you're supposed to go A to Z, but you decide to go from, you decide to start your journey from G. But then you have to start from A. So now 10 minutes will take you 30 minutes. 30 minutes will take you 2 hours. 2 hours will take you a whole day. Because you think you know what is best for you. And I say this all the time on this podcast. You don't know anything about yourself. You don't know what is best for you. That's the reason why I say, who else loves you better than God? I think I should say this to you. I don't go to church. I don't go to mosque. So this is not about, oh my God, pastor. No, I'm just telling you the blunt truth. You want to be successful, right? I'm giving you secrets. This is harsh reality. Now, let's say in SDLC, which is something that was written before you came into that program, that, okay, you're not going to make it. You're not going to be a rich human being. Let's say that is what was written for you. It can change. It can, especially when you're dedicated, especially where, let's say you went to school for computer science, and let's say it was written that you won't be rich. It can change, and it will, if you know how to speak to God. That, okay, I'm talented in this. I think I'm meant for this. I'm talking about conversation on a level like, it's like you're talking to a friend, or it's like you're talking to, because God is not singular. That is the mistake people make. And that's why I say that God does not have a name. Because a singular is an entity. You get me? A singular is like a principle. You can point fingers to and say, okay, that is where that thing is. God is not a domain. Everything in collective, everything, you get me? That is God and more. Am I making sense? You take advantage of that closure. You build that, you build the rapport. You build that connection. You get me? Some people will tell me and say, I've been talking to God, 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 God doesn't respond. Are you fucking high? We're talking about everything that connects everything together. Like, what the fuck are you? You are small as a you are small as a binary code. Like God will listen to you. Like, my God is not even a spirit. Calm down. We don't know. Am I making sense? You don't know. That is what I'm trying to tell you. We don't know. As far as we are concerned, we just know this. God is everything that powers everything. Author, to say God is a spirit, God is not, you don't know. We don't know. Hmm? We don't know. You see, you and I, we exist. God does not exist. Because you and I have beginning and the end. So when people say God is the beginning and the end, God is more than that. But that's a conversation for another time. Take advantage of your connection with God. Now let's talk about, let's say you're Muslim. Hmm? Elbow, you understand. Now let's say you're a Muslim, for example, like you practice Islam. Your prayer time will go for, let's say, 6 o'clock in the morning. You do another, let's say you do, some people don't do nafilat. They do nafilat in the morning and that's it. These are things that we studied and it works. 6 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock p.m., 7 p.m. at night, 8 o'clock, and that's it. In between the line, there should be 10 o'clock in the morning nafilat. There should be 10 o'clock nafilat at night. And there should be another nafilat by 3 o'clock in the morning. If you practice, let's say Christianity, you're a follower of Christ, for example, your praying time is even different. 6 o'clock in the morning, every 3 hours. 9 o'clock in the morning, you pray. 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you pray. 3 p.m. in the afternoon, you pray. 6 p.m., you pray. 9 p.m., you pray. If you want to dive in all through, though, 12 p.m., you wake up, you say 5 minutes prayer. 3 o'clock in the middle of the night, you pray. You do that 3 hours for the course of your life. You get me? It's not easy. It's not easy. But I don't think a lot of people understand what it takes to worship God. It's not easy. Oh. It's not easy. So if you're one of those that just go to church on Sundays and that is it, oh God, you will learn. Oh. You will learn. Jackie Chan. I saw this guy followed me like last week. I was blown away. Or maybe I saw his like or something. I was blown away like Jackie. I came to the profile page straight up. Then I saw a Nigerian dude. I burst out laughing. And it's a man. Um, Let's see. A shout out to you, Elbow. Take it easy though. Um, let me see. Okay. So what else? What else? What else? What else, my people? Show your love and your support. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube though. Karu, what's going on? How you doing? Hmm? Oh, and the second one. Let's talk about the second one. I think I talked about the first one. The second one, let's say the emotional aspect of this is for men. Oh, the emotional aspect of it all. I strongly believe a superior man, a superior man understands emotional intelligence. You don't have to do because it's very, very hard for a man to become capable of extreme violence, but at the same time is capable of extreme peace. It's very, very hard though. Hey Faisal, what's going on? How you doing? It is very, very hard for a man to be capable of both extreme violence and extreme peace. The bigger percentage of men will preach and say they are capable of both, but that's a lie. Men are capable of either one of those things. Either is a peaceful man, which is a simp, a better dude, or just violence. It's very, very hard to live in between though. Now, the most powerful women, Moses Olamuyiwa, who is there? I've never seen you before. How you doing, bros? Thank you for your love and your support, though. Ebony, shout out to you. I strongly believe that the most powerful women in the world, I will say this to you. She's she knows emotional intelligence, which most women don't. Most women think they know, but they don't. And she knows stoicism. Stoicism is a masculine trait, which is you are calm in the face of um, events that you can control. She's very, very calm. If you notice, when should we be expecting season two Spotify? Ha, oh Lord, guys, it's summertime. I've been having fun. Okay, 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 okay. I prepared the topics already. Oh. A microphone, wow, I will update you. I promise. Uh, Shout out to you for your love and your support, though. I was saying something that if you notice feminine women, in the face of events that they can't, that will lead to violence or something, they are usually very, very calm. They don't raise their voice. Taile. Mos Gabi said, which country are you in? I'm in I'm in Zimbabwe. Harare, Zimbabwe. I live in Zimbabwe. Yeah. Koyum Olaku. Calm boiling inside. Ebony, yeah. Not necessarily boiling inside though. Diamond said Nijalele. I live in the United States, man. Oh, Nijalele. Oh, ó ti yẹ, ó ti mọ̀yàn náà nìyẹn rẹ̀, ó ti dóni bí èèyàn mọ̀. Oh, shout out to you, FD though. Ó ti mo dídí ìlú kan. I've never been to Zimbabwe before though. I would like to invite you to my podcast, boss. Well, I get invites to come to people's podcasts. I don't, because I don't know how to argue with people. I don't know how to, and I don't. I don't even know how to. My communication skills get as it be. Have you been to Michigan back in the day? When I was story time, but tí mo wà nínú ìgò tí mo jẹ́ gin. When I was a bad boy, a while ago, 2015, I was dating this black American woman. She came to Texas, and it was more like a temporary love story. She's from Detroit. So we drove from Texas. We would drive from Texas once in a month. Yeah, good experience though. So I've been there. It's not my most, it's not my best experience though. That place I think it's getting better though, but it's better. Because sink or come better. Oh, no, I'm an hour north of Detroit. Back in the day though, back in the day, a long time ago. So, let's see. But shout out to you though, Ebony. I don't think I've seen you before. I've never seen you before. Michigan make 80s baby. Oh, okay, you're from the 80s. Fitness and other random stuff. Shout out to you, Ebony though. Thank you for your love and your support. Um, let's see. Have you been to Persevere? No, I've never been to Persevere before. Not even close. Ebony said Detroit is way different. Yeah, I read about it though that a lot of real estate constructions came there, but right now I've been living in Minnesota since 2018. I came from Texas, so and I plan to be here for a while. So from here, I travel to other parts of the world. I travel a lot. hmm FYP brought me here. Oh, really? You saw me on your OT? Yeah. Diamond said Minnesota is cool. It is very cold, but I like it. I like Minnesota. I live here. I live here. And I like it. I like it. So I was saying something about emotional stability. A man that finds it so hard to control his emotions, he would never become a leader. If you're easily provoked as a man, you will never become a leader. It is impossible. Even when you come from the most richest family, you have the most superior connection in the world. When you're quick to anger, it is easy to influence your mood. You will never make it. Walker, what's going on? Shout out to you though. You would never make it. It is impossible. Now, a lot of men think it makes a lot of sense to show that, hey, don't mess with me, man. I'm not to be messed with. It's not a flex. So when people can easily tune you, you get me? It's not a flex though. It's not a flex. It takes us a long time to get to that level. To say, when people provoke you and you're just calm. You're very, very dangerous that way though. Fasal said, why is that? I think it's the nature of a man. It takes us a long time. And that's why, most men will just tell you to focus on your physical so you can look like you can, initiate violence and go and make money so you can provide for your family. Those two things. But I defined it and said 4 things, which is spiritual, emotional, physical, and money. Then you are a superior man. Because you will meet people that they want to they want to kick you out of alignment. You get me? They see your shine, they see your glory, they see the way you move, the way you vibe, and just say, I don't like this person. Let me, you get me? And once people know a weakness of yours, they do it back to back so you can fall off. Fasal says, so how can one work on his emotions? When you work, you start talking to your parents. You talk to mentors of mentors. You ask them questions though. I used to be very, very quick to anger when I was way more younger. You guys know my age. And it took me a long time, man. And when I say a long time, I've always had money. Money was never my problem. But the emotional part, it took me to around 33, 34 years old. Yeah, 33, 34 years old. Yeah. EM said you have to know yourself. Yeah, the secret is to know your strengths, know your weakness. Like, take for example, let's say you're quick to anger. You don't have to stay there and tolerate it. You can get up and exit immediately and leave. And people will try to provoke you and use words like, oh, okay, so you're gonna run? How about you stand and talk to me like a man? But then you exit, you don't come back. That is if you know you can handle yourself. But make sure you get to the level where you can stay there, you can tolerate it, and it's not going to mess with your mood. It's not easy, oh. Aye. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's not easy, man. It's not. The emotional aspect, I would say, is harder than getting money. It is very, very hard. Now, when you start living in the same house with a woman, oh boy, then you will understand why I said spirituality and emotional before physical and money is very, very important. A woman will provoke you, though. You get me? And the bigger percentage of men, they don't know anything about their emotions. And there are some percentage of men that beat their women. I'm telling you the truth, that beat their women because they can't control their emotions. And remember the value a woman brings into that relationship. It is non-tangible. You're not supposed to lay your hand on that woman. You're not supposed to touch her. Not just because she's a woman, but because her shine. You get me? She has to constantly shine. And the way you treat women is like a 2-year-old baby. You're not going to slap a 2-year-old baby. You're not going to beat a 2-year-old baby. You're not going to be abusive to a child. Am I making sense? So even when she's talking all that heavy, you just keep calm and just in between the line, you check her, but you control the emotion of the room. It's not easy. It's not easy, my good friend. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy, man. You have to know how to, you get me, undo the situation so it doesn't blow out of proportion. Am I making sense? Even though there are moments where it seems like what she wants is make it blow out of proportion, you have to safeguard the whole thing because you're the man of the house. You are. You get me? That's why you don't talk too much. In between the line, you can just walk up to her. You pull her closer, as tight as possible on her waist. You look her into the eyes. You stare for a couple of seconds and you ask, you okay? No, I'm not okay. You keep chill. You get me? You have to. You have to though. That is if you want to live in the same house with a woman, which most men, which is more than 50% of men want. But it's a lot of responsibility. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to view her like she's a child. Don't fucking touch her, man. The bigger percentage of whatever she says out of her mouth, either good or bad, who's that? Condoms. Shout out to condoms. The condoms is one of the support system of the podcast. Shout out to you, bros. Shout out to you, bros. The bigger percentage of the things she says out of her mouth, either good or bad, she doesn't even believe them. So don't take her seriously for nothing. Either she tells you oh my God, I love you, I will never leave you. Don't fucking believe that shit. Or she tells you, I hate you, I wish you die now. Don't fucking believe any of those things. You get me? Don't. That's why I said the number 2 for you to become your most superior is emotional. Emotional stability. Go and know yourself. A lot of men, once they start getting hard on and they start finding a woman that likes their body, they think it's time to get married. Nigga, you're not even there yet. You don't even know yourself. You don't even know yourself. You don't. I'm telling you the truth. You don't know you think you know yourself because you can have sex. You don't know yourself. Sex is you get me? It's kekere, Benny. Because let's say we have 24 hours in a day and we have sex 1 hour. What about the rest of the 23 hours together? You have to tolerate her. Because sometimes women will say certain things like this. If you're not careful, you'll become abusive. And you're not supposed to. So protect yourself first. Go and work on those things before you even think about relationship. I'm telling you, some men, when when you go out to the restaurants, to the club, you go out there to grocery stores, you will see them. Either you bump into them, immediately they want to show how masculine they are. You're not supposed to, you're just, both of you should say, oh, excuse me, and go about your way. You get what I'm saying? That doesn't mean you're not capable of extreme violence. You are. As a man is supposed to. But emotional stability for you as a man, bro, it is king. It is king. Men are not talking about this. And society will have you believe that just because you are kind outside and you are soft, that means you are a weak man. Nigga, listen to me, man. You're not weak. Come on now. You are a man. Especially, by the time you get to the number 4, which is money, you have God on your side. You get me? Your emotional is in place. Your physique, lala body, you have your body in place. Your health is in place before money. By the time you get money, that's a plus. Now you are a superior man. You get me? You know when to be gentle. You know when to be hard work. You know when to stand tall. You know when to talk. You know when to calm down. These are secrets that no one will teach you in this life. Life just expects you to know these things as a man. You get me? Life just expects you to know those things. But it's hard. You will see a 50-year-old man beating his wife. You get me? You're not going to lay a hand on a 2-year-old child. You get what I'm saying? Like, you won't. You won't. You're not going to touch a 2-year-old baby that cries all the time and just nag about everything. Women do this. That's why you will know yourself. You will know where you need to work on, and you will work on those things. And then when you're ready, you bring a woman you know you can tolerate, because it's not all women that men can tolerate. I'm telling you the truth. It's not. It's not all women that every man just likes and wants to spend the rest of his life with. No. There are some women that, okay, a man can have sex with you, and after that sex, he can't tolerate you. He has to go. Women don't know this, but guys, come on now. We know as they go. After sex, maybe I have to go. I have something else to take care of. Because she's not the one. You came to take the box. You got the box. You're gone. Be with a woman you can tolerate. A woman you come into her life with the mindset that I want to take care of you. You get what I'm saying? Don't go into relationship because it's convenient. And if you're a woman, you're listening to me, go into a relationship with a man that you can tolerate. It's not all men that women can tolerate. You get me? Just because he has money, that doesn't mean you can tolerate the man. I've had women use these words with me, that the way he snores, I don't like it. And I've met this woman a long time. She's married. She's been married for like 40 something years. She said it doesn't bother her that her husband snores. As a matter of fact, she likes it. She thinks he's peaceful. That's why she likes him. So that means she can tolerate. These are two different women. These are two different men. You get me? Don't complicate your life, man. Don't complicate your life. One of my homeboy that lives in Las Vegas is married to this beautiful woman that has waist like this, ass nyash like this. That woman is grossly disrespectful. Any small thing, she will slap him. The guy said he's not going to leave her. She's abusive. But he doesn't want to leave her because she's gorgeous. She has big nyash. You're a fucking moron. You get me? So, let me read these comments and we come back. Address the issue. Shout out to you, condoms. Shout out to you, bros. Address the issue of being a people pleaser by nature as a man. I think it's society programming, though. A lot of men believe, and I will say this, though. Men will tell men one thing, and society will tell men another thing. Like, say for example, in the movies, I watch love movies. I still enjoy watching love movies. Love movies will teach men that you have to be people pleasing. When you approach a woman for the first time and she disrespects you, she tosses water on your face and raise her voice at you, you have to keep coming back with gifts. That is people pleasing. You get me? Um, from speaking to different professionals and a lot of mentors of mine, I came to this understanding that it is a traumatic response. It is a traumatic response to be people pleasing. Would you believe this? You want the approval of people. You want them to accept you. When you approach the woman that you find very attractive, hey, how are you? I saw you from afar. Just wanted to talk to you. My name is Phoebe. What's your name? And she looks at you, she looks away. You don't fucking say anything. You respect yourself. Even when she's not saying anything, you say, nice to meet you, and you go about your way. You don't fucking talk to such women. You get what I'm saying? Because there's this thing called decency and human, what is that English word? What's it? Like we have to take care of ourselves. Like you have to respect every human being that cross your path. That is a mannerless human being. And you don't want to associate yourself with people that do not respect people. You walk away. But what do people do? Oh my gosh, she's the most beautiful. Oh my God, he's the most good-looking man I've ever seen. People will stay there. Am I making sense? So people pleasing, it is a traumatic response that I strongly encourage every man to work on. You work on it. And it is very, very encouraged. Even in the labor market, if you work for people, let's say you work at big corporations, you have to kiss ass. You get me? He works in politics. He works in lobby. If like it works. People have to kiss ass. Even your dad, your mom, people kiss ass. People do people pleasing things. People give gifts. It is accepted in society. But we've come to notice though that people that will respect you, they will respect you without you kissing any ass. People that will help you, people that will join your life and walk with you on your journey, they will without you doing anything. If it was meant to be. That is a mindset that me I adopted from my mentors. You don't have to do any extra thing. You don't have to buy the biggest bouquet of flower for a woman before she says, okay, I think I love him now. No, she knows the moment she set her eyes on you. She knows. One of my most favorite statements on this podcast is, every man knows before 15 seconds of talking to you as a woman what he wants to use you for. Women know this too. A woman knows before, I think they said 25 seconds, before 25 seconds, if she's going to have sex with you the first time she saw you. So you don't have to do any people pleasing. Once she shows you that she's not interested, you let her go. Respect yourself. Always. Always. So, condom salesman said, emotional maturity can strengthen your mental health and mind. Yeah, emotional maturity, it is not, in the masculine world, it is not encouraged, and it should be. As a matter of fact, though, the emotional intelligence for men, it is very, very different from women. You get me? Even in the face of you being calm, you being capable of tolerating disrespect from people, you still have to apply a sense of stoicism to it. You have to be very, very firm. You can't look weak. You have to be very, very firm as a man. You have to be very, very firm. It is very, very important. And no one is talking about this for men. People just say when a man has emotional intelligence, he should be expressive. He should be able to sit down and talk about it. But we can't always sit down and talk about everything. You get what I'm saying? Majority of the time as men, all we can do is shut up and just calm down. Because, you have to suck it up. And it can be very, very frustrating for most men. I understand this. That's why most men fight back. You get me? Like, take for example, you're in the same house with a woman that all she does is she nag at you. Some men will fight back. You get me? And I say this, you must never let it get to that level. Never, ever, ever let it get to the level where you have to fight her, where you have to become, raise your voice. Once she gets you to the level where you're raising your voice, you've lost your temper, you have lost. You have lost. So even before you dive into that relationship, you see all those sneak dissing, all those small disrespect, you have to check them because they accumulate in the brain of a woman. So if you're a woman, you're listening to me right now, all that disrespect that a man will do to you, it starts small. You need to let your man know how you like to be treated. But you don't have to over exaggerate it. You need to watch his pocket. If he doesn't have money to get you a private jet, don't ask for private jets. Am I making sense? Respect one another. Autant, like life is not that complicated. And people are just fucking mad. But how can one? Okay, I think I answered that. I answered that too. And connect with God. Yeah, that is the man I care about. That is the man I care about alone. A man have to have emotional intelligence first of all and understand women. Not necessarily women though. Like what I don't like, what I do not encourage. Most podcasters will tell men as young as possible, get out there and start getting women. You will learn this. Do not center your life around the acceptance of women. Let me tell you something about women. They function better when they know you have a life of your own and you have something going on for you. Something that takes your time. You get me? Something that that something that occupies your time. Something that you're devoted to, not them. Then they will see you. In between you doing your thing, when you see a woman you like, you approach, you talk to her. If she gives you the good vibe, bring her into your frame. You get me? If she doesn't reciprocate in the way that you like, you cut her off. You cut her off. Women, they function better. Once they know that you are on a pedestal in your own life, like you respect yourself. Yes, you have a goal. Either it's a full-time job, you get me? Either something you take care of yourself. Maybe, okay, you like to do this on Friday or Saturday, or you have a ritual on Sunday. You get me? I have a Saturday ritual, which is I eat cake and coffee. You get me? That is a ritual. It doesn't make sense to most people. But it took me a while to bring my girl when I was dating baby. It took me a while to bring my girl into that ritual. You get what I'm saying? And let's say I brought her into that ritual and she criticized that ritual. That would be the last time she will see me. Because that is my ritual. That is something I enjoy doing. You get what I'm saying? So don't center your world around the acceptance of women. No. Don't. You won't get the best. You won't get the apex women. You won't get them. You will get women that will use you. Because in between you trying to find the acceptance of women, you will do people pleasing. You will become a chaser. You will run after them. I mean, you're not supposed to chase anybody. You're supposed to pursue. You can pursue people. And how do you pursue people? I made a plan on Friday. I look forward to seeing you. Or I'm looking forward to see you on Friday. As we spoke about on Monday, they say, yeah, I'm looking forward to see you too. That is reciprocal. But some people will say, I'll be busy with my friends. I don't think I can do that. Then you have to chase. And then most men will be the one to ask, okay, so when next are you free? You're not supposed to ask that. She's supposed to be the one to say, oh, I had a plan with my mom, or I had a plan with my friend, so. But I've been looking forward to see if she cares about that relationship. Because Let me tell you something about valuable products. They don't stay on the rack for long. Valuable products don't stay on the rack for long. So it's self-esteem and confidence within yourself first. Of course. Who's there? Okay. Faisal said to have these qualities is a flex on us. It is a flex, I'm telling, and a lot of men don't know this. It is a flex. And then you will come to learn this though. People know when you have those things. When you don't need the approval of other people. When you're contented. You're contented. So when you meet a man or you meet a woman that you like and you say, I think I like this one, I deserve this one, and they give you bad vibe, no bad blood when you cut them off, like, nah, I don't like, you're not good for me. No bad blood. But people, people base everything on the physical. You get what I'm saying? Like say for example, many years ago I was dating this woman. Now I fast every day. Then I used to fast twice in a week, which is I fast Wednesdays and Fridays, where I don't eat nothing. So she came over to sleep at my place. The relationship was going for like 2 months. So I told her that, okay, I'll be fasting on, that Friday. And she planned to, go to work from my place and come back. Now listen, guys, because I told her that I was going to fast. But then when we woke up that Friday, she wanted to have sex. I said, I can't have sex with you right now. I devoted that day to God. And the way I do it is when I'm fasting, I just talk to God all through. You guys know as they go. And she said, but if you're fasting, you can still have sex. I said, no, no, not me though. I devoted today, and which is twice a day, twice in a week. I devoted that time to God. Today, no, I'm not doing that with you. Like, come on now, you're still here for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. She got upset. And I don't let I'm not that kind of person that let people's vibe or people's mood mess with my mood. You get me? I just said, nah, I'm not doing that though. I just decided. She got up, got dressed, picked her bag, and she left. She didn't call me for like 2 days. I chilled for a little bit. And then when she reached back, I just told her that, you're not good for me. You get me? Because if she respects my relationship with God, she won't tell me to mess that day up. You get what I'm saying? Because, this is the early stage. If you marry such woman, people don't change. If you marry such woman, she won't even want me to talk to God at all. And I'm nothing without God. So, um, let's see. Is it okay to manipulate your way in getting a woman you're interested in, like love bombing? No, don't love bomb anybody though. That's toxic trait. Don't do that. You don't have to love bomb anybody. Don't do that though. Don't love bomb anybody. When you approach, I want you guys to adopt this. Look into this though. The way a man does one thing is the way a man does all things. Make sure you do everything from a place of strength. You see a woman you find very attractive, you approach. You express yourself. Hi, I like your outfit, or I like what I see. Just wanted to talk to you. My name is so. You exchange vibe. If the vibe is there, get her number and move. Connect with her. Don't. People think, I think people like to over exaggerate what is, you get what I'm saying? Like, just, oh my God, you're the most beautiful. You don't have to do any of those things. Oh my God, the cloud is just so, the sun is like, your smile is like, nigga, you don't have to do any of those things. Do everything from a place of strength. You get what I'm saying? From the place of strength. Everything, either it's business, friendship, relationship, from the place of strength. That is the expectation on your life as a man. That is the expectation on your life. So love bombing, come on now. Don't do that. Like, why? Jamrock says, so true. Never allow someone to get you out of character. Of course. You're me. Alpha Baba. How you did now? Amaka said, I think I know Amaka. I don't know Amaka. Nice to meet you though. Amaka said, I've been the one doing the rejecting until I met a guy that had all the qualities I was seeking. That's good. And why you do that though? Most women do this. They will have one dude that they know is not the husband material. They don't want to spend the life with that one. That's the one they will be having sex with. You get me? They call it open relationship. It's not defined. Because women find it so hard to be by themselves. And this is for you, Amaka. If you know you genuinely want to attract the type of man that you know that you want into your life, stop having sex with another man. Stop having sex with anybody. Energy attracts. Am I making sense? Energy attracts. Work on yourself. You will see you will find the person you're looking for. Okay? And I couldn't help but be chaser. I didn't go well because they thought I was desperate. Yeah. The only reason why people chase, I strongly believe that when you chase people, when you chase the validation of people, you need to self-reflect. You need to heal your trauma. It is a traumatic response to want approval of other people. Like, why? Why? They won't give it to you though. Especially when people know you need it. They won't give it to you. They won't. So let's see. Should have told this long ago that you fast. Oh, I fast. All these guys on this podcast know all these things. I fast. Now me kifimbo. I fast. Now I fast every day. It's different. The girl I'm interested in is sadly, oh, she blocked you. Yeah, that's good. Take it in, my good friend. If she blocked you, that's very good. She probably told you no, and you keep doing it. It's okay. Heal for me though. Go and become better. It takes maturity and people enjoy the childish nature of dating. Yeah. And some women enjoy those childish, just the same way we have men that need healing. There are women out there, that need a lot of healing. You get what I'm saying? So once you meet, because in the course of your life, you meet people like this. People they believe they are toxic people and they believe they are unstable. You get me? They believe they can come into your life and destabilize the peace you have. As far as we are concerned in 2024 right now, we know they are puppets. They are like this. You get me? You have to take the time to know who you are and know who you are not. So that way, it will be very hard for people to come into your life and tell you who you are. You get me? Because it's possible. The number one way people that are toxic is, you're not that kind of person. This is who I think you are. Like, who the fuck are you? You're Yoruba papi. I'm 20 and I've never had a girlfriend or spoken to a girl. Any help? Oh God. What would you say is the reason why you've never spoken to any girl? But you're 20 years old though. Go and get a part-time job. Yeah. You're 20 years old. Don't take it personal. You're still young. And look at it from this side of you. When you talk to a woman, it's not necessarily, I want to date this one. It's like you talking to a regular human being. Nice outfit. Where did you get it from? Or nice shoes. Where did you get it from? Learn to continue conversation with people that reciprocate. Let me say that again. When you strike a conversation with people anywhere in the world, either a man or a woman, young, old, group of people, singular, whoever, learn to continue conversation with people that reciprocate. Take, for example, nice outfit, and they look at you, they say, they just smile like this. You don't say anything again. You don't say nothing to them anymore. Even when they speak to you, you don't fucking talk to them. I'm telling you the truth. You don't fucking talk to them because they just showed you who they are. Hmm? There are so many ways to address disrespect. You will learn this. Men follow through the verbal aggression, trying to match energy. You don't have to do any of those things. You stand in your power. Remember, I said that earlier. As a man, you stand in your strength. Be open to conversation. Wow, I like this place. Is this your first time of coming here? I said, no, I come here all the time. Oh, really? Okay, tell me about this place. What do you recommend I get? If the conversation goes, continue that conversation. If the conversation dies, nice to meet you, out of the place. So for that 20-year-old though, just try conversations, man. You know, the easiest way to build your self-esteem, I would say, is self-talk. Speak positively to yourself, man. And the fact that you're 20 years old, I would stay away from porn a little bit. It's okay though, because you're 20. But for now, just strike conversations, either with a man, either with women, anyone you see, anyone. Don't be shy though. The world is not going to treat you better when you're shy. Hmm? Snap out of it. So let's go. Let's see. Forget to take a follow. Take a follow before. Okay. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for your love and your support. Elbow age 60. Shout out to you. Let's see. Only talk to the woman who smiles at you. Not necessarily smile though. Some women are shy, just the same way men are shy too. You get what I'm saying? Some women are shy. And most women, even when they find you attractive, they won't let you know. I don't know why women do that though. But if you find her attractive, walk up to meet her. I have approached when I was dating, I've approached women that I think look like they can undo conversations. Their communication skills was extremely poor. I don't date women whose communication skills is poor. I don't. Like she needs you need a lot of work. You get me? Because I approached you. All you have to do is respond. It's one thing to be shy. I like shy girls. Yeah, it's one thing to be shy. But when your communication skills is poor and then you're trying to be aggressive to show you don't care, man, fuck, go and get therapy, man. That therapy. Log back therapy. Um, it's okay to wave to say hello, but wait for her to send you a signal. Obviously, you're a woman. This is 2024. I don't think you know what is going on in the dating world. Hmm? This is a man's platform. We talk. Women don't wave to strangers. No, they don't. Like, think about this. You want to understand where we're coming from. Why would a woman that wakes up to 20 new DMs, uh, or let's say 50 new match on on online dating, wave to a guy she sees at a coffee shop? Her ego is already inflated. She thinks she's the shit. He should approach her. That's the mind. Like, what? Where do you think women? This is for you. La noche buena. I can't pronounce that. Like, where do you think women came with that concept? A man should be able to read my thoughts. You get what I'm saying? It is ego driven though. But women don't wave to strangers. Oh no, they don't. Even when they like you, they don't. I say this: women have worse communication skills, especially the beautiful ones. I've been clean from adult content for over 3 years now, so thank you. Oh, shout out to you, man. Rashida said, I think love is a scam. No, love is not a scam. Love is a beautiful thing. People try to complicate it. Is this section recorded and can we access it? Yeah, Caleb, I'll post this on YouTube for sure. Yeah, you can access it. Yeah. So, let's see. I respond best to men who open doors for me, wave at me, extend their help to me. Of course you do. Why won't you, respond to people that they get me are trying to help you? Why are you telling me that the bigger percentage of women respond to men that just come up and I've seen women that get offended for a man that opens the door for them. No, I can do that myself. Women do this all the time. And then no, 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 I don't need no man to open the door for me. Because some a woman is a human being. You get me? Some are good, some are just bad. So thoughts on men who ask you to be their girlfriend in 2 weeks. He knows what he wants. If the feeling is not mutual, let him know and go about your way. Let him go find his love. But from experience, he should not be the one to ask you to be his girlfriend. You should be the one to ask him the following words. What are we now? Yeah, what are we now? Okay. Can you talk about communication through texting? What is there to talk about? It is communication through texting. I prefer phone call. Come on now. If I like you genuinely, I'll call you. Even when I'm busy, I'll let you know that, okay, I'll be busy for so time. I communicate though. I communicate. I've been a polite feminine woman will always respond. It doesn't mean she's interested. Yes, I've been on exactly though. But I live in the United States of America. And I will say this to you though. And I've been everywhere in the world. I will say this to you guys. Even the most feminine women in today's society, let's say she gets approached by 50 dudes. Her ego is out of the place. You get me? And when a man she believes or she assumes that this one is not my level, on a physique level, they come off very disrespectful though. This is a man's platform. You should believe me. Women can come off extremely disrespectful, even when a man is just trying to talk. You get me? Like, say for example, you see a woman you find attractive, you just walk up, excuse me, I have a boyfriend. And her friends will laugh. She will laugh too, because it's cool for her to do that. I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. You get me? Men experience this though. Men experience. So when you say a polite feminine woman, I strongly believe a woman can be polite when she wants to be polite. When she wants to. And my advice to men has always been this: do not center your life around the acceptance of women. You will be disappointed. Because then you will learn this about women. They change all the time. They change a lot. Whatever they say out of their mouths, don't fucking believe it. You get me? Don't. Even when you marry her and she's there with you, just, come into that relationship with the mindset of, I want to take care of this woman. When you have expectations of her, you will be disappointed. A lot of men go into relationship with women wanting emotional support from women. You will be disappointed. Yeah, you'll be disappointed. So, let's see. Of course, you can disagree. It doesn't change the fact this is a man's page. And we talk. We talk, my love. Okay, let me wrap this up though, because I have other things to do. This one won't go for long. All men can do is move from goodwill and make themselves available to the woman they want. Yeah, I've been said I disagree. What do you disagree? What do you have to say about long distance relationship? Don't do it. Why do people go into long distance relationship? Like why? Like why? I don't know how people do that though. Why? Why? She doesn't want. Let me see. She doesn't want to. A man should be able to read my thoughts. Hey, Babalawo. Elijah Babalawo. Of course. I'll make. Okay, let's see. He asked me after 2 weeks of talking. He said, "I'm what he wants." It might be, it might be real though. But from experience, as a man that run game, come on now. He's going to see you often if you're truly the one. He's going to try to keep you around and communicate with you and wants to see you every now and then. But you will be the one to ask him, what are we now? Because now you're investing. Take it from me though, but you guys seems to know better than I do. So she doesn't want to waste your time. It's your nice to men. They think you want them. Oh, if you're nice to men, the next thing is grape. Grape boo. Man, shut up. When you come here to talk about rape and all those things, let me tell you something. The bigger percentage of men, and when I say bigger percentage, I'm talking about more than 50% are not capable of doing it. A small fraction of men, participate in rape activities. A small fraction of men. Don't make assumptions. And women will say when you're being nice to a man, he's gonna want to ask you out. It's almost like you are contradicting yourself. You are contradicting yourself. This is where communication skills comes in. Communication skill comes in. You get me? Am I going to tell 1,000 boys? Do you get approached by 1,000 dudes? Man. And the funny thing is this. From talking to different women on this podcast, the guys that you think you deserve, majority of the time, they don't want you. So who do you blame? Okay. I made this content a couple of months ago. I explained. When you are in a room filled with men and women, let's say coffee shops, gathering space, business space, or just anywhere at the airport, and a man approaches you, even if you don't find that man attractive, you should compose yourself and communicate with that guy as nice, as kind as possible. When you break away with such man, be kind to him. The reason is this. There's always a man that fits the kind of man you want in that room that is single and he finds you attractive. This is a new perspective though. That guy is not going to approach you, especially when he sees the way you treat another man that approach you. That's a new school of thought. Your boys are there for emotional support. You got to know what to talk to your wife about. Take for example, a lot of men do this. Let's say you go to work or you just get back from work and she asks you, how is your day, my love? Most men will start talking. So thing happened, so thing happened, this happened. You're not supposed to even see any of those things. As a matter of fact, though, the only thing you should say is, I had a wonderful day. How was your day, my love? Tell me, what did you do today? Otta, look, even if you lost your whole money, you're not supposed to talk to her about it. You will learn this, though. That is, if you want to keep that woman. I'm telling you, if you want to keep that woman, if you genuinely want to keep that woman, and what not to talk about. Okay, Abino said there are polite women who smile and say sorry, no thank you. How many percentage of them do you think those women are not single? And as a matter of fact, most women, those women, they are not always hanging out with their friends on Fridays and Saturdays. They are usually doing couples things. Maybe you don't get what I'm saying. I'm in a relationship. I'm not searching. I've been in a relationship for a long time. I was doing this podcast when I met my girl. It got me like, I started in 2021 and I met her down there at a coffee shop down there. So what I'm saying, my love, is this. Those women that are extremely feminine, that knows how to talk to a man, they are usually not single. I'm telling you. You will see them doing couples things. They are usually, maybe on off days, they are usually with their spouse, their husband or their boyfriend or their man. You get me? So you understand. You see, like take for example, you're not going to approach a woman that you see the wedding ring and you see a husband sitting across from her. You're not going to talk to her. But when you see a woman that no wedding ring, she's with a couple of friends, it takes a lot of courage for a man to approach such den. You get me? It takes a lot of courage. And the bigger, I live here though. Most women would disrespect you and speak down to you. Pé, can't you see we're talking? It shows she doesn't have any manners. And if that man has any string of integrity in himself or respect, he should say, nice to meet you, and keep it pushing. Like, there's no reason for you to speak to a man like that. That's all I'm trying to say. Even if you're not interested, there's no reason for you to speak to any man like that. There's no reason to talk to any man like that. And this thing happens all the time. All the time. You know, the Yoruba people have this saying. I'm sure you must have heard this before. Igi lèèyàn máa ń ṣẹ́ wò, èèyàn kankan ò lè ṣẹ́ èèyàn ẹgbẹ́ wò. People are very unpredictable though. And this is harsh reality where it is almost impossible to know by the physique of a man, by the dress code of a man, by the approach, by the communication skills of a man. It is very, very hard to tell a successful man from a man that is not successful. I say this to women on this podcast. You will never know a man that has money until you get to know him on a personal level. You will never know. You will never, all these guys in tech, these guys are extremely wealthy. You get one point. So that's why I try to encourage women that, okay, well, work on your communication skills. Work on your communication skills. Even if you're not interested, say, oh, that's so nice of you, but, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. And you go about your way. As simple as that. And he's going to respect you for it. Autant, simple as that. Because majority of the time, I think women think men are civil human beings. You know what it means to be civil? Like, you should just accept my disrespect. Men are not civil beings, though. Men are extremely violent beings. Extremely. And I don't think women know. Or maybe they know, you don't know. Because the smallest thing can bruise the ego of a man. The smallest thing like this can bruise his ego. You will disrespect a man in public, in the presence of your friends, and you just you'll be fine. What if he waits for you in the parking lot? Or what if he follows you home? This is how you see things. You see things from that perspective. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Faisal said, I wish you can come live more. My good man, I've been busy. But You guys should show your love and your support. Follow us on YouTube. I'll post this live show on YouTube and you can watch all these things. So all these live shows that I do, I post them on YouTube and it will be right there. So you know we got to check in with Phobia on Sunday. Hey, shout out to you, Peyton. Shout out to you, my good man. Shout out to you. Thank you for your love and your support. Yeah, most men compress themselves. Women should appreciate that. It's not easy, oh. Who's that? Tessie. What's going on? Shout out to you, though. Are you saying polite women are not? I don't think so. I strongly believe this, though. And Abino, if this is your first time of coming here, I speak harsh reality. And I'm about to tell you one. I'm about to tell you one. Men are highly territorial when it comes to women. Highly territorial. And I strongly believe this. If you're as valuable as you say you are, polite, feminine, easy to talk to, you're beautiful to some extent, which is around 5 or 6 over 10. To some extent, she won't be single. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Men are highly territorial when it comes to women. I'm telling you the truth. Especially when we know that if I miss this opportunity, other men will take her off the market. She won't be single. I'm telling you the truth. Why do you think I said before 15 seconds of a man talking to you for the first time, he knows what he wants to use you for? So if you're in a relationship with a man for 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, and he tells you that, that's because you're not the one. You're not the one. You are not the one. Take it from me. You're not the one. And there's nothing bad in not being the one. But we need to stop living in that delusion of. You get me? We need to start living in that delusion. So, hey, Tessie, good morning to you. Shout out to Tessie, though. I like Tessie. Namu, they do long distance. I was once. Like, as a man, you should not even do long distance relationship. Like, what? Like, why? Like, seriously? Like, I don't know how people do it, though. Shit, come on now. No, I have to be able to see my baby all the time. All the time. All the time. And I'm not talking about seeing you twice or no. I want to wake up to see you every day. Every day. Like, it would not sense with you. The Yoruba people are funny people. They have this saying. Ìlù tá gbé kápá, wọ́n yọlù. Àbọ̀síbọ̀ tá gbé kọ́. Hell no, man. Look, I don't do long distance, so come on now. Oh boy. Oh God. Oh boy. What I said just now, meaning it's like a prized possession that you don't pay that much attention to. Yeah, Marino, that's what I said just now. A prized possession that you don't pay that much attention to. You get me? It's possible for other people to have, to come and take advantage and use it when you're not paying attention to it. You get me? Now, just imagine when that prized possession is in your possession, is with you, people can still come and touch it and say, wow, I like this. Can I try it on? You get me? Like, I'm talking about a woman. If you're doing a long distance relationship, I can assure you, the bigger percentage of the time she's having sex with somebody else. I'm a jealous man. Like, seriously. You get me? Like, women cheat. They have sexual affairs on the same level or, close to the percentage that men have sex with, like, even in the relationship. So, John, to your long, of course, Yomi gets it now. You get me? Like, there are so many men in relationship. Marino said I disagree. Okay. There are so many men in relationship Hmm? They think their women is not having multiple affairs. There's another guy somewhere that is blowing her. I swear on everything. She's feminine, easy to talk to, all that, other nonsense. In this real life you're living in. And the guy would never, I trust my wife. Now let's say you're doing long distance. Long distance that you see her, let's say once in 2 months, once in 3 months. Body no be wood. Shit. No kill me. Hey, Joe, Joe, I can never do it. I have to wake up every day to see baby. Come on now. Every day. I mean that I travel. Maybe go back here. We're going this weekend. I want to see my go back here. Let's go. Let's go to Mexico. I don't loni. Oh, lobo. I don't know lobo. Long distance. Nibo. I will see for you. Joe. Peyton said we dislike. Hey, yeah, most men okay, I think I answered that. We gotta check on for a bit. Shout out to you though. Let's see. I'm sure you have Tripping said, I'm sure you have many single friends. I need a match. I don't have single friends, so I don't have any single friends. Oh, I have a couple of them. But I don't see them all the time. But for we will launch interpret. Okay, I don't answer that. Or the naka. I don't even know how people do it. Long distance relationship, like why? I don't know. John to your long. And we know this about women. You get me? Constant sex works a lot. Constant. When our emotions start deviating from that, John to your long. What I'm talking about, okay, most before the podcast, I'm talking about is how to grow your youth all over. Can you say that again? Can you say that completely? Another guy they do the job on a steady. And you know something, Let me tell you guys something about guys. As a man, when you meet a woman, let's say you met her, okay, virgin, or you're chopping her small, because you don't want to chop it witty. You're chopping it there, you're managing it. You're telling her, Pele, sorry, baby. You understand? All those boys don't want time. All those boys don't have pity. They will blow everything. Give a mad, crazy how much she now? Boys, yeah, man. She, you got me fucked up, oh. Hey, you that baby that you're chopping with fork and knife, bro. All those boys, baby that you're putting one finger, if you one finger, if you shake, I don't want a hot baby. All those guys, you put the whole hand. Ha! Hey, Jama Dale Miru. No. And some people say, no, for me, you're just insecure. Then the song, come get out, man. She, oh boy, oh boy. Trust me, check that phone. Oh God, check that phone. And you're just getting a song. I don't even like that word. And you're just insecure. Yeah. Marino said, I can stay without knocking. Maybe that's you. Go shame me. What about 23 and above girls? What should give me more? Go and meet God, though. Our boys too one time. All those boys that you see outside. Hey, bro. Hey, a baby that you're chopping small like this. Baby that you're doing love, role play, love, terror shit. All those boys outside. On my budget raw. Oh my God. Moko. I beg you. She. I beg. All those boys, our boys in here. Hey, you that you're doing, don't let me Don't let me penetrate too much. I don't want to touch it. You go down. These boys will go down. Ta 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 ta. Hey! Almost shit àwọn boys yẹn man. Ọmọ ọ̀ranu la. All these boys. All these boys. Ha! Especially all these Yoruba boys. Oh God, bro. Àwọn ọmọ òṣì yẹn. Àwọn ọmọ àlè yẹn. Ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run o. Like, whoa. Let me tell you something. If you're a man, save yourself the headache. Don't do long distance for nothing. Like, okay. I'm a blow gbogbo bẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ ọ̀ranu. All those boys. I'm a babẹ̀ jẹ́ síá. Ha. Tripping. Then whoa. Okay. Oh. I made this content one time and I explained. A lot of men make this mistake. They treat their wives like breakable objects, like breakable products. Like, don't let me do this when it's time for sex. Don't let me do this. Don't let me try this with her. I don't want her to break. And I say this, women are indestructible. She's not going to break. Not with your prick, though. Come on now. A whole human being comes out from that. But yeah, a whole human being. So she's not going to break. Men will go and meet their side chick and start showing strength. No. Because a woman is a human being. It's possible for her to start fantasizing all those. Let's see. Okay. I think I've tried 1.5 hours. I have to go, guys. Do you guys have any more thing to say? You guys should show your love and your support. Follow us on YouTube and follow us on Instagram, man. Like, you guys are not. Go to the link in the bio, though. Follow us, man. Man. You know, like this is free content creation. Me, just follow, man. Yeah. Show your love and your support, man. On let's see this. On YouTube, yeah, share. Oh, yeah, go to 1,060. 1,060. You guys should show your love and your support. So the live show will be posted. Hey, can you imagine? Today is YouTube said on today, 2021. Can you imagine? August 11, 2021 was when we started this YouTube channel. Wow, that is nice. Let me view the analytics. Oh boy, this is very nice though. It's been a good 3 years though, and we're still going. Show your love and your support, guys. Me share my me. Sorry, man. So, shout out to you, my good man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Marino said, what happened to Yoruba boys? Oh God, they are demons, so our boys in here. Shit. You know when let's say you use your money to buy a fast car, a very expensive car. The way you drive it is different. The way you drive something you invest your wealth, your sweat into, you drive it gently. You don't drive it. But just imagine you rent or that car doesn't belong to you and you want to drive it. All those boys, whoa. Almost shila boys. Pop. All those boys will throw bomb into her. They will blow her. Ewa, there they go. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Show your love on TikTok. Yeah. And I'll see you guys next week Sunday. 1.5 hours is good though. You guys should continue to be well. I think I should say this before I go. Chin up, my good friends. What's a year? And continue to be well. Continue to be better. Hmm? Kò yára ṣiṣẹ́ o. See you guys again. Oh, Kitolo, do you guys have anything to say? Hmm? Purple Swag, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Kanyum. Shout out to you, man. Yes, Dave, what's the question? Before I go. Oh, yeah. Kilo happen. Updates. Hmm? What's the best way to get through a breakup? Oh, boy. Thunder, shout out to you, Baba. For a man, Dave, you move on. Yeah, you move on. That's the best way. You move on. I met one dummy one time like that. A dummy. She broke up with that man. Oh yeah. Yours is okay. You go to the gym or you chase the bag. Me, I went towards the money, man. But I met this woman one time like that. She told me she broke up with this man. And the guy went towards Magbo. The guy made money eventually. She got jealous. She came back to destroy him. Obviously, she did not. I don't think women know what heartbreaks does to men. I don't think you guys know. Heartbreak changes men. It's painful. Dave, you want her back. You don't want her back. You think you want her back. You don't. Think on Yoba Simbe. Move on. There's so many human beings in the world. Move on. You guys should take it easy, my good friends. Chin up always, man. I'll see you next week, Sunday. Oh, I've missed you guys. I've not been making contents every day like I used to. I've been breaking. I'll break, but not. I'll make contents. I have a lot of things to talk to you guys about. OT, yeah. Chin up always, my good friends. Happy Sunday. Have a good week.